My name is Dr. Heidi Bowden. I am a licensed independent social worker and the Director of Clinical Training here at Mind and Spirit Counseling Center. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate everything that you've done for our center and for the clients that we serve. As a social worker in particular, I see clients on the adult side, anybody from 18 and older, and I work particularly with clients that have experienced pretty deep-seated trauma that tends to start from early in childhood. Most of the time it is developmental, and they come to me because I have been pretty highly trained in using EMDR, which eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. It is a trauma-sensitive form of treatment that really works on leaning into the trauma that we've experienced and enhancing and moving towards the life that they want, the life of their choosing, the life that feels more authentic than what they've been living. And the client that I immediately thought of is an individual who I have been working with for, I would say, 3 years now. She originally came to me because actually she was on my waiting list for a good amount of time, and was very particular about wanting to meet with me as her therapist because I have a long history of working with developmental trauma and substance use. This particular individual has been in recovery for 29 years and probably 340 some odd days. I want to be very intentional about that because when in recovery, we do not give credit until they have mastered that day. One day at a time, one conversation at a time. That is this individual's kind of go-to thoughts. She came to me because she had very deep-seated developmental and abandonment trauma and a sense of neglect and a sense that her life needed more, needed different, needed to be what she wanted it to truly be. We are still working on her maladaptive beliefs, actually. So when she presented, EMDR is a form of therapy that is actually very maladaptive belief focused, and we hold the maladaptive belief with the preferred belief or the adaptive belief, because the opposite of adaption is not adapting. As we all know in life, we will adapt to whatever situation that we are in. Yet maladaption is when I have survived this really awful thing and I learned how to do it in this very specific way, and that very specific way no longer works because I'm not in survival mode. This particular individual's maladaptive belief is about not mattering, about being unlovable, and about being unwanted by the people that she most needed and desired to be loved by, which was her family, her father, her mother, and her siblings. She was unworthy of love. In her experience, she deserved what she got, which was neglect, abuse, more neglect, more abuse. As she lived her life, she found individuals that would treat her very similar to the way that she was treated. And because of that, endured a lot. Endured the belief that she was unworthy of the love that she truly deserves to have. And in the beginning, it was a genuine belief that she could never be worthy. She would not be okay. And that the only thing that would make her okay would be other people's validation and acceptance. We have been working really, really hard to make those shifts. The preferred belief that we are aiming towards is the belief that I am worthy and I matter regardless. And that regardless is important because it means no matter what, I will matter. Even if another trauma happens, even if there is something bad that comes down, which will, of course, regardless of that, I matter. In recent months, she has made immense progress towards that goal. While it might not be true yet, the statements that I've heard in our sessions are things like, wow, I might be able to find peace in not knowing. It might be okay. I might be okay. She's able to set boundaries, maybe not always, but way more than she was able to begin with. And she makes decisions for herself and not based on what she thinks she should or should not do. And she is here doing really, really hard work and making massive strides that she probably doesn't even recognize she's making until I hold them for her and demonstrate to her, wow, here's where we are. Every week she comes in and says, wow, this week was kind of a mixed bag. Of course it was. It's life. And that mixed bag is way more mixed than it was before. Your contributions assist in the technologies that are necessary to provide this particular form of therapy. The donations have assisted in our team members getting trained in EMDR, our team members having I particularly use Buzzies, which are handheld devices, but it's assisted with getting more devices for individuals, for allowing people that maybe need a different form of bilateral stimulation, meaning eye movement or headphones, to be able to provide that. They assist in any challenges that she might face with financial difficulties. While this individual has insurance, sometimes insurance copays are immense. And as an individual on a fixed income, those immense copays or the immense deductibles are challenging and make it less accessible for people to come in for therapy. Your contributions assist in allowing these individuals, my client, all of the people that we serve here, to get the services that they need in the manner that they need them. Thank you.